Hello everyone! So my last video on the most amazing trick ever for Stardew Valley was really popular, but after I did it I realized that there were still a lot of questions, a lot of things about it that I didn't really know. A lot of you asked in the comments, a lot of you had answers, kind of had answers. So I figured I'd make this video to try and clarify things, show you what I've learned over the last few days. I've been playing with it a lot, learned a little more about how it works, why it works, when it does work, when it doesn't work, everything you need to know. So settle in and let's watch. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can continue stealing all your ideas to make them look like my own. Anyways, this trick basically works by naming something after an item, more specifically the item number. For example, my character's name, 645, 499, 163. Those are the item numbers for 3 items. Anytime I talk to anyone and they say my name, I get those 3 items. If you want more details on that, watch my original video on this trick. The link is right here somewhere. Now let's go right back and start at the very beginning, just like you will with this trick, to show you how to do it and what not to do. Obviously, when you go to start a new farm, you have some different options, different things you can name. Your character's name, for example, you can enter the items in there. These are going to be the most commonly used things throughout the game. Your name gets mentioned all the time. For example, the items selected here are a Stardrop, a treasure chest, and the legend fish. Those total about 18,000 gold. So every time someone says my name, I get those 3 items. For example, the item's that easy. And yes, you can get the Stardrops. They are the most valuable item at the beginning, 7,777 gold. One thing you don't want to do is this. Don't put multiple items under the same name. You cannot get duplicates. This would be 4 prismatic shards, but it's only going to give you 1. That's a waste of space. Do 1 prismatic shard, do other items that you want or need. And also the farm name does work, but it rarely ever gets brought up. So again, that's going to be a one-off item, something you might want one of while you're playing. Not going to be a big deal, so don't put any items you're really banking on under your farm name. Now, favorite thing. This does not do anything, unfortunately. I tried, I played with it, it would not spawn me any items. I was hoping I could put the star drop number there, and then I would get a star drop. It would remind me of another star drop, the item number for it, and it would be a continuous loop. Doesn't work. Now, once you're ready to start, choose the dogs, of course. Cats are bad. Do not skip the intro, that's important. You can if you want to, but with the intro you will get a few items, including ones from your farm name, so go ahead and watch. But you can actually skip some of it. Not the whole thing, but the first 2 parts are very skippable. Here we have an old guy dying in bed. Boom, not important. Press escape. Now we're on a bus, probably driven by Pam. She's probably drunk. We don't want anything to do with that. Press escape again. Then the loud music starts and we go through this. Watch all the dialogue, you'll get your items. You get the point. Right, so after the intro, I've turned down my very loud music, adjusted all my levels. Here we are. Here's the items I got from the intro. Now, I get 2 star drops for that. 2 treasure chests, 1 prismatic shard, despite me having the number 4 times. Again, you cannot duplicate items, you only get 1. And the legend fish. For whatever reason, one of those items only gets read once. The legend fish I only got 1 of, despite it being in the name. Still not sure why that happens, doesn't really matter. Because, let me show you the next and most important part of this trick that I didn't cover in the last video. We need to keep walking this way, and yes, this is unfortunately going to involve the waiting game, but we don't have to wait for very long, and the result is really cool for once. All we gotta do is wait for the saloon to open at 12 o'clock. Because the liquor laws are pretty tough in Stardew Valley, I suspect that's because of Pam and her little bus driving incident a few years back. Whatever the case, let's not judge. It is what it is. We'll just wait for the saloon to open. Ah, there we go. 12 o'clock. Time to shane the rest of the day away. I'm just kidding, but we are going to spend the rest of the day here, so that's pretty much the same thing. All we gotta do, talk to Gus. He says, hello there, I'm Gus, whatever. Then he says, hi there, says my name, all 3 of my items, just like that. Including a star drop, which yes, does give me energy, and yes, I do still get to keep it up top. So I get the extra energy, plus 7,777 gold from every one of those. The best part is, hello again, Gus. Because you can't remember anything, you need to say my name again. And lucky Gus here, he's just gonna sit here all day and say my name again and again and again. Every time I do this, the game pauses so I don't waste any time and I can just continually do this. Like I said, it's about 18,000 gold every time I do this, so if I do that 10 times, that's 180,000 gold. If I do it 50 times, that's almost a million gold. I can do that in about 10 minutes time, so 10 minutes from the time you start, you can be a millionaire. It's that easy. One thing I did note before is that if you talk to Gus on a second day, he doesn't say your name. I'm not sure what the difference is, if he only says your name on some days or not. I know that he does do it on the first day, so if you're going to utilize this trick, go on the first day to be sure he says it. If not, who knows when it's going to be another good day. Also, I think it takes about 30 times talking to Gus before your energy meter starts touching everything in the upper right corner. which by the way is a lot of energy. I think that's something like 12 or 1300, which is also more than enough to play in the mines and do everything you want to do. This is kind of like cheating. Well, it's more of an exploit. You're exploiting the game to be able to do everything you want to do in short order. Well, anyways, I've talked to Gus 10 times now. That leaves me with 12 Stardrops, 12 treasure chests, and 11 bass, thanks to the intro giving me a few items. I'm not going to bother to do it any further than that. I could go forever, but I gotta get this video done at some point, so whatever. I'll go throw these in the bin and show you just what kind of money I made. That took me literally 2 minutes probably, no time at all. Easy money, like I said. This trick is great. Get it before they patch it. So, these fine items into the bin, and I have all this energy, 610 already. That's more than you can get within the game the regular way. So, already have more energy than I know what to do with, and after this, more money. Not sure how much it's actually worth. I think 200,000 gold, something in that neighborhood. And 210,000. So that's more than enough to get me started. So obviously, I don't know why I just threw my axe out of bed. Guess I had a rough night with it. Take that back. Anyways, obviously, this trick makes a million gold challenge and everything quite a bit easier. You want to set the world record for that? Use this trick. Actually, if you do that, let me know. Then we can have a competition to see who can actually get it. Demetrius is here already because I've made so much money already, so already I get the mushroom cave or the bats. And I'll take the mushrooms because I'm deleting this file anyway. It's dead to me, just like Demetrius. Now get off my farm. But you know what Demetrius was kind enough to do while he was here? Say my name. So, there's another star drop and another treasure chest. Not the bass again, the fish, the legend fish, that is. That's okay, because that is still 13,000 gold right there. Time to go to bed, we'll take that money, and then I'll show you what happens tomorrow. Really fast-paced game. Once you've made over 1,000 gold, and it's the correct day of the week, and it's sunny out, Marnie comes to see you. Guess what she says? She says my name. They're just delivering me money at this point. She brings me a dog. Always a dog. This trick doesn't work with a cat, so don't bother trying. So obviously, I do want to adopt this dog, but I don't want to name him Yogi. I want to name him something a little more useful to me. So we'll name him something like that. This dog is a one-time use only. I haven't been able to make him produce items any other time, so you get the items right here. Not sure actually if you get 2 or 3. We'll find that out in a sec because I don't remember offhand. There are my 3 items. Yes, prismatic shard, a warp totem, and an iridium sprinkler. Like I said, I haven't been able to find a way to make the dog give me items other than that. If someone does figure it out, let me know. That would be great. I can add that to an update video or some tricks thing down the road. So that's about as useful as the dog ever is. But that's not the only animal that exists. And no, by other animals, I didn't mean Linus. He's always just completely useless, don't worry about him. I'm talking about this guy. What we call the horse. Now, unfortunately, the only thing it can do is carry you around at higher speeds. You can name it whatever you want, but its name never gets said. I tried playing with it. I was hoping that if you went to the desert and came back, it would say, "This horse is missing you," as in his name, but I haven't been able to make that work. Again, if someone can make it work, let me know and I will update. But until then, as far as I know, the horse is useless aside from that you can ride it around places. And then, of course, we have the barn animals, and I did touch on these in the last video, but I want to clarify a little bit more. So, you can name the animals after items, whatever you want, of course. Chickens are the cheapest, 800 gold, all you need is a coop. If you have a big coop, you can fit I think 12 of them in there. This one is going to be named 288 because I want a mega bomb, for no reason in particular. Now, the chicken is going to go to my farm. If I wanted to, I could get 11 more chickens, like I said, a whole bunch more items. I always recommend using the animals for your museum collection, your community center, whatever, because they're a one-time use. Whoops. I know a lot of people were saying, why can't you just pet the chicken, get the items that way? Well, it just doesn't give you the items when you do that. As you can see, there's its name. Nothing happens. Says its name twice, still don't get any items from it. So repeatedly petting the animals doesn't work. I wished it did. That would be the fastest of all. No such luck. But it's still pretty quick. For example, I have 4 barns worth of animals. That could be 48 items times 4 potentially. So there's 200 items. And it'd be quick and easy. I could come sell them all, go buy them again from Marnie. She gets lots of business. I get rich. The animals get heartbroken. Probably sent up to a little farm out in the country. Never seen again. Well, I think that about covers this idea pretty thoroughly. If there's anything I missed, let me know. I'll update it in the description or the comments. I will also post a link in the description to a great site that shows all the item numbers in really great detail. That way it's really easy to find. That way you guys can stop asking each other trying to find it. I'll make it easy for you this time. And if you haven't seen my channel before, go ahead and check it out. Lots of other videos like this in there. New videos up all the time. Going to start expanding into more and more games. Got some really cool ideas and new games to play this week. So stay tuned for those. Those are always fun to at least try. Whether or not people like them, well, that's for you guys to decide. Other than that, if there's any more tricks out there that I don't know about, let me know. I'll make a video of them. Blah, blah, blah. Hope you like this one. Thank you all for watching.